Hey everybody.
Jeff and Steph's excellent
adventure.
In Virginia City, Nevada. We're staying in Carson City and we drove over to Virginia City, which is a historical landmark town, and it's only about 20 minutes from Carson City where our campground is. And just driving up to this town, OMG, you guys, beautiful. Such a cool historical town.
You know what it kind of reminded me of? Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome,
driving up
Arizona.
to Jerome, Arizona too from Cottonwood. It's the same kind of scaling up the mountain.
Yes.
But
and they're both old mine towns.
Yeah.
And gold and silver was mined here in the Comstock Lode in 1859. And they found a big, huge mine of silver and gold.
Lode?
The Mother Lode.
Yeah.
And so this town exists because of that discovery.
Yeah.
The cool part about this town is they had more millionaires here than anywhere else in the entire world.
In fact, this was considered the richest place in the world.
Yes,
if
you can believe this. This town.
See, I was born the wrong time.
Look at this.
Yeah.
This old, cool town up in the mountains here in Nevada. Look, I'm going to show you some of this. It is awesome.
Rotate.
Yeah.
Rotate.
There's so much here, and they've preserved it, and they've made it feel just like you're in an old western town.
And you know, it's kind of nice. We're at 6,300 feet.
6,300
which is really high.
Yes.
Which winters might not be so good here, but it's definitely cooler.
Yeah, the roads up do say chains required and heavy snow and all that stuff, and the roads are very steep, windy, and narrow. So you want to make sure you're careful if you do come in inclement weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know somebody really famous that lived here, Stephanie, besides us? Well, we visited, but someone actually is famous and everybody knows him.
Who?
Samuel Clemens. You know that guy?
Yeah, I do.
AKA Mark Twain, who worked at the newspaper here, and this is the first place that he penned the name Mark Twain. And
well, someone's rocking out.
Some old cowboy music just passed by. Sorry.
Yes, so this was once a hometown to Mark Twain too.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So now, if there is any gold on the streets, I'll be collecting it.
Yes.
Or silver, for that matter.
Let's go learn some history about Virginia City.
Let's do it, Stephanie.
There's historical markers and plaques on all these buildings, and they're adorable.
I can't believe we haven't been here, because this looks like a place we would have hightailed it to back in the day when we started out.
And this town was established in 1859, but a lot of it burned in 2 large fires.
Half of it.
Yeah, and C Street, they say, C, like the letter C, that street has the most original buildings, which we are standing on. So let's check it out.
Let's go check this out, Stephanie.
Okay.
Jeff and Steph's Excellent Adventure.
Yes, here we go. This is the historic 4th Ward School, built in 1876, and it had state-of-the-art heating, ventilation, and water. If you're a tourist like us, they have these map boxes everywhere, and so there's maps in here, but it shows you the entire downtown, and it lists all the buildings and their historical significance as far as when they were built, etc. So this is super handy to the traveling nomad. This is the Gunfight Stadium where they do their Wild West shows every day. And they sell tickets here, and here are some show times. Look at these cowgirls. You guys in the shootout today?
Yes, ma'am. We got a Wild West show, 1 o'clock and 3 today. Lots of fun.
Awesome. Thank you. at the view from up here down into this valley.
That is spectacular.
Yeah, we're at 6,200 feet elevation up here. Crazy.
Absolutely beautiful. Well, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Take a look at these sidewalks.
Yeah, they're like boardwalk ones. You can see how uneven they are.
Now, you know what I'm
I
wondering,
love this. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just age or maybe the slope that way, so like water or whatever, snow. We were just talking to that sheriff, and he said they get 20 feet of snow here, so it must be unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said last winter was a really tough one up here with snow and ice.
One storm, they got 5 feet of snow.
Wow.
And they had to bring in the Army Corps of Engineers to get rid of the snow because they had nowhere to put it.
Wow.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I noticed that all the walkways are covered here too, and it might have something to do with that. Pretty neat. Look, honey, you're a sheriff now.
I know it.
Cool. They do have mine tours here. You can go down in some of these mines. What a cool building.
Yeah.
We love these old buildings. Aren't they awesome, honey?
Yeah, you can almost picture, you know, back in the day, how lively town, people standing on those balconies and stuff.
Right?
You know? Because these people partied, you know. There's a lot of money and gold and silver and stuff around.
Yes.
Saloons.
There are saloons everywhere around here.
This is party central right here, for sure.
Look at the size of those doors. Go stand up next to them.
Yeah. This one's super cool.
Yeah, look at that.
Looks like the original knob and everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
So you can see a lot of the balconies here have settled over the years. And you can see how they're kind of wavy. And in fact, this one right here is tipping so much down, you wonder if, you know, it's just settled. But, you know, we've seen that same sort of thing in Jerome. Because Jerome had all that settling because had miles of mines underneath it and stuff.
Yes,
you know?
and I'm sure this does too, all the mines in the hills.
Yeah, yeah. So cool.
This old door. Wow.
You can go in there, it's just a bar. So this is the Washoe Club Room.
Yes.
Millionaire's Room, is it the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so there's been some very prominent members and guests that have been here. And those include General Sheridan, former President Ulysses S. Grant, Thomas Edison, General Sherman, actors Edward Booth and Lawrence Barrett, author Mark Twain, mining tycoons James Fair, John McKay, and many, many more.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is...
Now we're here and we're multi-millionaires visiting.
This is where the elite and prominent of Comstock mines, they came here to hang out, and this was like their special club room where they didn't have to hang out with the riffraff of town.
Right, pretty much, yeah.
We were just admiring all these old stained glass doors. Beautiful. This building is Territorial Enterprise. It was Nevada's first newspaper, and it was established in 1858. So this room is a wedding chapel in the saloon and museum. This is super cool. So they told us to come in. Look, there's Jeff.
Please come in and take your seats and be quiet. No videotaping in here.
So do you know what this room used to be?
This used to be a funeral parlor.
Yes,
right?
This saloon is on a haunted tour and register here.
Someone touched
The owner told us if we go behind the podium, room number 8 was where they used to keep the bodies for showing. Yeah, she told us to go in. She said an alarm will sound, but it's to keep children away from the door.
Now, there is a little bit of a cold vibe happening right now.
Yeah, this is really, really weird.
Sure, you ready for this, Stephanie?
Yeah, I want to see what's in there. She told us definitely go in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is extra creepy.
This is super creepy. Whoa.
So this is where they keep the body.
Yeah, this is a super cold room here. Shine up here, honey. Let us see.
Can you see up there?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks like...
It's like a cellar
you know
space.
What? There's these 2 big, heavy steel doors right here on the inside, which I'm guessing would help to, in this cool air, preserve a body for a little bit.
Yeah, and I would tell you this room is cold.
Dude!
It's at least 20 degrees cooler than the saloon is inside.
Yeah.
So this is a cold cellar room, and they used to house bodies in here until they could actually perform the funeral ceremony. Wow.
Okay,
they call it the crypt room.
I call it the creepy room.
It is a crypt room, so be careful coming out of there, Jeff.
Absolutely. People stay in there.
Right?
Yeah.
And so they're using these today for wedding ceremonies if you want to get married in the haunted saloon here. And I'm not sure if I would get married here, but I think it's super cool. The most famous couple to get married here in this room was Captain and Tennille.
Love.
And they have an autograph.
Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. And I just learned a lot more information. They had a population of about 30,000 people, and there were over 90 mines in operation here at the time.
Well, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, this
Stephanie?
is the Silver Queen. She was made to honor the bonanza and the big silver mine and gold rush here in Virginia City. She has 3,261 silver dollars from the mines here in Virginia City.
That's crazy.
And her entire dress is silver dollars, the frame, her jewelry, and she's put here just to honor the city.
It's amazing.
Super cool.
16 feet tall. She's a big gal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just read that the reason 3,261 silver coins was used on the Silver Queen was because the combination mine shaft was 3,261 feet deep. And the coins each represent a tribute to the miners and the mining industry in Virginia City. So it makes it extra special, and it's just so cool to see in person. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I guess I do.
Here's some orange juice. I guess keep the labels out.
This is so funny. I can't.
Just leave the glass and you pour it.
You're awesome.
You can spam the whole thing.
Okay.
I got the whole place to myself.
Stephanie, what the hell's going on?
I'm a bartender now.
Ah, that's awesome. So
Check this out.
Technically it is 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is, what time is that?
It is morning.
Okay.
So
we're going to hit those.
Jeff and I are going to have some mimosas here.
I love this town.
I love this town too. Check us out.
All right. A little more champagne in mine, please.
You want some more?
Yeah, a little more champagne in mine.
Okay, I went heavy on the juice, but Jeff's going to go heavy on the champagne. Okay, honey?
Perfect. Nice
You
job.
ready? Should I try it?
Yeah, try it out.
Cheers, you guys.
Cheers.
This is awesome. Look at this whole bar.
Yeah. It is beautiful.
Oh, it's so fun.
All right, let's see how that is. That's gonna hit the spot, isn't it?
Oh, it's perfect.
I know, I can
Cheers.
tell we're looking at it. Nice job.
Mimosas at the Silver Queen. Lovely. The Silver Queen bar is pretty cool, and they have a lot of museum items in here you can come look at. But this bar facade here, it was brought over from France by some of the miners who had struck the big time. And it was actually featured at one time in Ripley's, believe it or not, is the largest bar facade in the world. Amazing. Where are we?
Candy store.
Yeah, old-fashioned candy. Look at this. Holy moly. And it just keeps going. It's like 2 buildings wide here. So we're going to find out, get some treats for the road. Okay, what do we got?
The usual.
It's by the pound. So we got all kinds of fun stuff. That should help during some travel days, yes?
Yeah, long travel days.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Yes. Okay, yuck. These have real insects in them. Jeff is showing us. Honey, would you eat one of those?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Ew. So this is the Way It Was Museum. And it's all about Virginia City, Nevada's history in mining and how the town survived and all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah, sure. No problem. All right, no problem. Bye.
Look at the loading dock below street level.
That's...
Light fixtures made out of wagon wheels. Very cool.
Hey, you want it? Thank you.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
What was going on down there?
Well, I found a little something here. This here is a bar.
I know.
Pretty
Isn't
cool,
that
isn't it?
cool?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's down in the basement on this hillside.
Subterranean level drinking.
Awesome.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. Well, the setting here is spectacular,
Yes.
Stephanie.
Yeah, the view from over 6,300 feet elevation. We're up high.
Yeah.
And then here are hills.
Them there hills?
Yeah, with gold and silver.
Yeah. You know, you wonder how much gold and silver is still out there in them thar hills.
Yeah,
right?
them are hills.
Yeah.
This is the Delta Saloon, and it's home to the famous suicide table. The table is a game table named this because 3 previous owners of it have committed suicide over their losses at this gambling table. And it's housed currently here at the Delta Saloon, and it is behind glass, but you can stop in and see it.
Well, Stephanie,
Hi, Jeff. I'm on a little bit of a sugar high from all the taffy.
We've had a good visit here at Virginia City.
Oh, it's so cool, you guys.
Nevada.
Yeah, if you haven't been here, come here. I mean, you can literally spend a good week here. There's so much to do as far as all the historical buildings and the haunted aspect of the town and the mines you can go down and tour, and there's so much stuff. They actually have a railroad.
Did we mention this was the most haunted town in America?
It is.
Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, they have a lot of paranormal investigations going on here, and like TV shows and stuff that have been filmed here in the different hotels, saloons, and buildings.
I had that one ghost in the morgue coming for me. You know what I'm saying?
Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
So they do have a train here that you can take train trips, and they have short ones or like full day.
Mining tours?
Yes. So I looked into the train schedule, and the short train ride was like 35 minutes. It went 4 miles, and it covered, and it showed you where the mines were, the big Comstock Lode and the other mines in the area that made all the wealth here in town possible. And so the 35-minute train ride that goes through all the mines is $16 per adult. They do have discounts for seniors and military, etc. And you can take the train ride, which sounds lovely. And they also have like a 4-hour one, I believe, too. So that's something fun to do in town. There's a lot of stuff here. And like I said, this could be a destination vacation. You could come hang out here all week. There's tons of shopping, restaurants, tours. They have like escape rooms if you're into that. There's so much stuff, lots of museums. So it is definitely worth the trip.
Now, after all that, that's what Stephanie's all about. All the facts of an area of the town. This is what I noticed, okay? Old Western town.
Yes.
Old Western mining town.
Yes.
2 thumbs up on that.
Yeah.
And you know what I like the most about these? Well, I like 2 things. The history.
Yes. The historical buildings
is amazing because it puts you right back in those days when you're in front of these buildings. Number 2, these towns are always really heavy in saloons. I mean, they are loaded. There's a bar about every 3rd business here. And it's
true.
It's just like you'd expect, an old facade inside and just an old bar, and it just feels good in there. It's just fun. The locals are super cool.
They have so much history inside each bar. We would walk inside and start filming, and people would be like, oh, did you see this? Mark Twain was here. This person signed this. This is, you know, a historical piece. I mean, we saw a polar bear today.
What?
In Nevada.
Oh, that's right, we did.
The polar bear.
Yeah,
I mean,
thought maybe.
You just never know what you're going to see. And that's what makes it awesome.
So this was a great stop, Stephanie, from the beginning of our, what do we call this, our summer tour?
This is summer tour 2023.
Because a lot of the full-time campers, we kind of hit the road right about this time. And we travel, and we see what we can see. Then we hunker down in the winter in those warm temperatures. Boom.
So thanks for watching today, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us a like, thumbs up, and don't forget to comment.
And subscribe if you haven't. Helps us tremendously.
It does.
We're closing in on 7,000 subscribers, and we'd like to hit that mark in the next, I'd like to hit it in the next 2 days. But we'll take a month or 2.
Good. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.
Safe travels.
Jeff and Steph.
Excellent. Virginia City, Nevada.
Adventures. Oh, yeah.
Bye.